Well, we came on just over nearly 2.5 years ago now. So during that stage, I mean, this is just through other people telling us. It's really expanded. From what we've seen, there's almost a venue on every single night. Whereas before, when we first started, I think there was maybe 2 or 3. Whereas now there's about 7 or 8. And there's a lot of people that are opening rooms, and sometimes they fail and sometimes they're fantastic. And it's good for people to be able to just get up and do their things, especially open micers, and sort of learn from it.
Myself personally, I don't get nervous and I don't even think about it until 5 minutes before. Our first open mic, I was nervous, and I'm only a little scared nervous when it's new material. But now it's excited. I'm excited. I literally am excited, nervous. It's not that I remember doing theatre in high school and going in smelling bad, actually smelt bad. I was that nervous. My body would...
Oh, that's what that was, huh?
Yeah, it was me, man. It wasn't someone didn't bring a chicken casserole into class. That was my underarms.
Casserole arms.
Yeah, it's excited now for me because I really, really enjoy it. I really enjoy the performance, and I really want to get up on stage and do it. But also, I notice is I'm getting up and I'm focused. When you're really focusing on what you're doing and you believe in what you're saying or doing is good, I find it's easier, much easier. For example, the most nervous I've ever been was doing a speech in English on stamps. And that was the most nervous I've ever been because I knew it was horrible.
Stamps are shit.
Yeah, it was horrible. I knew it was going to be boring. But I'd chickened out of doing this whole Max Walker 12th Man speech that I'd prepared and learnt. And I freaked out the day before and just took my stamp collection in and did a boring speech on that. And I was so nervous.
You had a stamp collection, really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Mr. Missoula was the fill-in teacher as well. So he saw me.
Loser.
And so when you know what you're doing is sort of good.
Sure.
Like if you know all your jokes work or what you're saying is not even, if they're not jokes and you're just want to say something about something that was frustrating you or something that you really like, you're like, I really like this. And you go out there and say it. You're like, I'm excited to tell people how I feel about this. So I'm nervous because I'm going in front of people and it might not be the best, but I'm also excited about what I have to say.
As sucky as it sounds, though, as well, that we've got sort of a trust with us as well. There's 3 of us going out there. We know each of each other know our thing. So there's a trust there as well that we know we're going to go out there and we're going to smash it.
Yeah, plus there's 3 of us, so we get away with having to worry about one person.
Yeah.
For one person, it's way more scary than it is for 3 people.
Definitely.
You're like, if we're bad, we're all bad together.
Yeah, and we've already bounced it off each other. So that's three opinions that we can listen to while we're writing, while we're singing, all that sort of stuff. So we've already weeded out things that we think suck and can make work the other stuff. So that's
true. We trialled it in front of ourselves, our 3 people.
So we sort of have a bit of a filter. We don't have to go in front of.
But how are your nerves before you go out? How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
What about you, Fox?
Me, I'm good. I had the background with being the frontman for a band for a while, so the nerves. 5 minutes before, get a bit nervous. When I started comedy on stage was pretty blurry. I didn't really remember much because I was just so focused on what I was doing. And when you're on stage, you're just so comfortable in what you're doing and with each other that you remember the whole thing and you can concentrate and interact with the audience as well.
I've talked to some bands and they all say that they're nervous before they get on stage, but as soon as they get on there, they're just as comfortable as they could be. Is that the same for you?
Yeah,
definitely.
I used to experience that in theatre as well. I remember being so nervous before, but I would get up on stage and I was like, I had brand new lungs, was fresh air, it was incredible. I felt fast as well. It's an adrenaline rush too, so you've got that adrenaline going and it can actually make you react quicker. So you're going super fast, like your brain's going faster than ever, and it was like drugs. You should try drugs.
Yeah, kids, if you listen.
I remember the first time that I went, did...
drugs? Yep.
Yeah. I was so comfortable. When I was up on stage doing my first open mic, and what helped for me is that I couldn't see the faces of the audience.
Yep.
Because of the lights in my eyes, they were all black. So for me, I may as well have been pacing back and forth in my kitchen with my script, going it over and over again.
Yeah.
I get that
think
more
that's an
than the
issue.
guys being in the middle.
Yeah.
I get more of the light in my eyes, and I can hardly see a thing. But we actually exchange mics and a couple of bits. And when I go to their mics, I can see a lot more people. Foxy goes to the middle mic in one song, and you would have seen it. It's like you're pretty much blinded up there.
Yeah.
Which you're right. It is pretty cool.
Which makes it so super worse when you do a gig and they don't bring the house lights down. You're doing a corporate gig or
Oh,
whatever,
Jesus.
and you can see everyone looking at you, and you're like, you're supposed to stay in character or do a joke.
Yeah.
Someone's directly looking straight at you, or if it's a burly man with his arms crossed and he's got a huge beard.
Or he's pulling the finger at you.
Yeah, and you're about to do a song about side dick or something like that, and
Yeah.
you're like, this guy's not.
This guy's not going to be into this.
Yeah.
Unless he's a big burly guy with his arms crossed who's into dick,
Yeah.
then he'll probably like it.
Yeah, beard smeared in semen.
Beard smeared. It's good.
The song.
Okay. I've got one question written down, but I can't think of anything to respond to after beard smeared with semen.
It's a good visual though, right?
Yeah. What comes first, the comedy or the music?
The egg.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the comedy. Yeah, we always say, the comedy's influenced our music. Hey, me and Fox have both written a whole bunch of our own original songs that aren't funny, like serious songs. We have an idea of progression, like how a song should progress, and the keeping comedy in it, like going, this is funny comes first, is what we say, funny comes first. And it changes, so like some of the songs, you just throw the verse, chorus out the window because you're like, damn it, this needs to go verse, chorus, bridge right now. And, sometimes if you want to go straight to funny, go straight to chorus. Let's go straight to chorus and not have a verse and not keep them waiting for the punch. Let's just put it out there. So it has changed song structure for us. Yeah, comedy coming first. And we've done it. We've written songs and the music's not right for it.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's
It's almost like
boring.
a normal song. You're like,
Yeah.
hold on, that's a normal song. It
It's a
doesn't sound
normal
comedy.
song.
Like it's
Yeah, definitely.
We've done solo stand-up at Fox's house at practice. And Fox does his one-liners, which is solo stand-up, but we've never done an actual 5-minute spot. And we talk about
Each,
this all the time, and we're writing stand-up all the time, actually, since last year.
we text each other a lot as well. Like
Yeah.
me and Foxy will be at work or whatever, and we'll just start this, text
do a group.
circling around with just trying to add funny bits, or what about this, or like a tag and stuff like that. So we're always just throwing stuff around, but we've never actually done
Yeah.
a spot each.
But it's an idea of ours to try.
Yeah, we've
try.
thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to throw it in there as well with musical comedy, even though it's been a thought of ours for a long time, ever since we did Green Faces last year. It's hard to find a place for musical comedy to have a nice stand-up spot without it being completely interrupting the flow of it.
Yeah.
Because you've also got character work when there's 3 of you. And so for someone just to start doing stand-up is difficult. And the only way we've worked it in so far is Fox's one-liners. And he interrupts us and says, my time to shine, and gets some one-liners out. And that's the only way we've worked it in so far. You can work it in maybe just a little bit before a song as an intro, or the song becomes...
During the song, yeah.
The song becomes an offshoot of maybe your stand-up. But that's really difficult to put that puzzle together.
Even during songs, like, if there's a spoken bit or something like that, we try and come up with something that can have a sort of a stand-up feel to it,
Yeah.
and then go back into song. But
Yeah,
like Mick said, to have like an actual stand-up spot, like even 5 minutes would probably be too long.
Yeah,
it's just focused on one person when we're a trio. It doesn't fit almost.
They're all...
Try dancing while you're just speaking stand-up. Look fucking weird.
Yeah.
Do you think the music makes it better or adds something?
Yeah, it definitely adds a feel to the comedy. Like, it's hard to explain.
But chords are a cheat for us, which is
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yeah.
a C major makes people feel happy. It just does. And so you can choose that as one of your weapons of assault,
Yeah, or even strumming up until the punchline and then stop. So the emphasis is really on the punchline. Things like sort of
Yeah.
emphasise it. Things like that, I think, are mini cheats. It's also a contrast as well. So you could have some really happy chords and like some happy sounding things, but be talking about something miserable.
Yeah.
And that sort of contrast can be funny as well.
Yeah, of course. Where do you want to be in the next couple of years?
I want to be in your pants. Slide.
Well, hey, let's just
Cody.
go now. Your dream can be realised right now.
Let's do it.
All right.
In jail.
Fox
wants
will
to
be in
in
jail.
He probably will be.
We want to be on
Ellen.
we want to be on Ellen, and we want to be getting some TV coverage. To be honest, we want to get some. What we want to do is be able to do this for a living, because we don't do it for a living right now, and we want to be able to tour and go and have something saying, "Oh, Sons of Fred are coming to the Astor Theatre for the weekend of June 15th and 16th. Get in and da 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 da."
And sell it out.
And sell out. And we also would love to, be invited to big festivals. Is it Montreal?
Just
I think
for
Laughs. Just for
Just for
Laughs,
laughs. Yeah. Like get invited to big international festivals, and we want to. We've been together doing music and fun and stuff for 15 years or something like that. And it's all been just one big adventure. Every time we get together and go out and do stuff. And it's friends doing stuff, but it's also we get together and we make people laugh and have people go, "Oh, that was fantastic." It's great to have a whole room giggling and laughing and stuff like that. And like all those people, coming together and doing that sort of thing. So we'd like to still be doing it, and we'd like to be professional at doing it and touring and getting to write.
Yeah.
Every day and kiss the girls.
And expand that comedy into, writing skits and a TV show. Because, we've got a lot of aspirations.
Well, great.
No worries, man.
No worries.
Any last words?
Thanks for the caramel Kit Kat.
You're very welcome.
Caramel Kit Kat. Wicked.
Fantastic.
Thank you.